everybody. Hello. Today I filmed the look that I am wearing right here. I did a fun festival inspired makeup look today using my So Jaded palette with Kathleen and ColourPop. I love this palette. Literally, oh, you can do so many things with this palette. It is so versatile. Like, you can do a fun festival style makeup look like this. I used nothing but this palette and like my face products. Or you can do a very simple everyday eye look with this palette. Literally, if I went on vacation, I would take this palette and that's it. That's how versatile this palette is. I freaking love it. Love, love, love it. So if you want to know how to get this fun festival look and watch me use my So Jaded palette, then just keep watching. Y'all, I'm so excited. So beautiful. Aren't you just like inspired? I get so inspired every time I look at this palette. I am going to take my trusty scotch tape on the back of my hand just to get rid of some of that stickiness. And I'm gonna go ahead before I put any shadow down, because I want a super sharp line today. I'm gonna put that on my eye. Aren't I cute? Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm gonna take some rose quartz right here on my big fluffy brush and just apply that first all over the lid, in the crease. I just want to really get that all over. Next I'm going to go in with turquoise right here on this random brush that I have, and I am just going to start applying that to this outer corner. I think I'm going to go blue, purple, pink. Blending blush. I'm just gonna take this little blending brush and buff it out with some of that turquoise shade on it. I guess I could zoom you guys in. There we go. Next I'm gonna take a little bit of Alexandrite right here on a fluffy brush and just put that right next to the turquoise shade. Going over that turquoise shade just a little bit with this purple. I'm going to go back and intensify some of these shades with their darker colors, but just to get like a base on there, I'm going to go in with a light hand at first. I'm really making sure that that purple is blended in with the blue. Next I'm going to take ametrine over here, and on a fluffy brush I'm going to pick that up and literally just tap off all the excess to create a really pretty pink color without all the shimmer, because most of the shimmer comes off if you tap off the excess on the brush. It's definitely not coming out as bright as I was hoping, but that's okay. We are gonna make it work. I'm digging it. I am digging it. Now that the pink is on, I'm going to take Sapphire on a little fluffy brush, and I'm just going to put that right over the turquoise shade, but barely, not going past the crease, because I don't want the shade to overpower the turquoise shade that we had already put down, so I definitely want you to be able to see that. This has quickly become my favorite palette, like favorite of all time palette. I absolutely love it. It is so versatile. Oh, I use it every day. Every day. You can use it for so many things. Like if I were to go on vacation, I would just take this one palette. You know how crazy it is for me to say that? Because I usually take like 2 to 3. I would just take this one. It has your colors, it has your neutrals. You can do the most basic look, you can do crazy and wild, like I'm doing right now. It's just literally the perfect palette. So be ready for lots of videos using this palette. This is the one purchase I have made recently, and I'm not sorry. I am going to take Amethyst right here on a little shader brush, and I'm just going to apply that straight to the lid, and then I'm going to end up blending it out a little bit. And I'm going to take that pretty high up on the lid, just because I know whenever I look up it's going to transfer anyway. Like, look at that purple. Okay, I'm going to go back in with the brush that I used for Sapphire and just blend that purple and that blue together. Now I'm going to go back in with a little bit of ametrine, and I'm just going to pick it up straight onto my finger and place it on this inner corner. Oh, the gold shimmers in this eyeshadow are so beautiful. So beautiful. Okay, going back in with my fluffy brush, I'm going to take a little bit of Alexandrite just to blend out that purple that we had put down. I'm going to take Fluorite right here, and I'm going to pick that up with my finger as well. I'm telling you, this palette, these shimmers go on so good with your fingers. And I'm just going to tap that in the center of the lid. Hopefully that didn't cut off too much. But next I'm going to take Aquamarine here, and I'm also on my finger. I am going to just put that on the center, but the outside center of the lid, kind of where that purple and blue meet. I am digging this. Next, for the really fun part, I'm going to take Diamond right here. It is a Super Shock shadow, and on my finger as well, because I've tried to put this on with a brush and it just doesn't apply as well. Some of the other shimmers you can put some Fix Plus and they apply amazing with the brush, but for a Super Shock shadow, because it is like that wet consistency almost, it's like mushy. I don't know, it's weird. I've never tried Super Shock shadows before, but on my finger, I mean, you can see how beautiful it is just right there. I'm gonna just go ahead and apply this to the center just to really bring in some sparkle. I'm gonna bring that up pretty high, because honestly, once I start blinking and moving around, it's gonna go up there anyway. I am just taking a little bit of ametrine and blending out where that diamond and ametrine met, because it was a little bit of a harsh line and I didn't want that. Oh, I'm in love, guys. Okay, I'm going to remove my tape because I am pretty much done with the upper. Then I'm going to take my simple eye makeup remover pads. I really like these actually. Okay, I'm just gonna work that across the sharp edge there and take off some of the outer corner, because it is intense right now. I am going to prime with my Milk Hydro Gripping Primer, because it's definitely necessary when going to a festival or a rave or whatever you have it, because you want your makeup to last and you're gonna be sweaty no matter what. I'm gonna put that right in my T-zone area. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops, And I am going to put a couple drops just right on the back of my hand. And I'm going to take, you know what, I'm just going to use my finger. I'm going to just dab that on my finger. And I'm literally just going to tap it multiple times on the back of my hand. And put that right here. Probably not going to show through much with the foundation that I'm going to put on, but once you start sweating and the foundation really soaks into the skin, this will give it a little extra something something. Like, that is just intense. Next, I'm going to switch up on you guys and use my Revlon Color Stay Full Cover Foundation. It is a matte foundation. It's one of my favorites. I have been using this foundation since they came out with the one in the jar, and I'm just gonna go straight on to my face with this. It is a pretty thick foundation, so these lines that I'm drawing are not heavy at all. They're very, very thin. And I actually hate using a beauty blender with this foundation. So I am going to use my JH03 brush. I have a Morphe one just like it. I also have a Real Techniques one, which I really like a lot, but this is definitely my go-to. It's just so soft and I feel like the bristles are the perfect length. So I'm going to use my brush and just start buffing that in. Yeah, you can definitely tell I barely put any on. You can still see my skin and everything. I may even want to go put just a little bit more on there. I tried to go super light-handed, but I think I want just a little bit more full coverage. This foundation, I have noticed, does look better as the day goes on. So anytime I have like a big event or anything like that I'm getting ready for, that's not going to be for like an hour or two, and I know that I'm going to have it on for a very long time, I always use this foundation because the longer it sits on my skin, the better it looks for some reason. And I just think it looks really pretty anyway, like even whenever I first put it on, but especially after it sits there for a little bit, which is really weird, I know. Next, I'm sure none of you are surprised, I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape and I'm only using my Shape Tape today because I do want a very, very full coverage, highlighted, yes, kind of a look. Like, my nose looks so good with this foundation, concealer mixture. I'm just using my Morphe sponge, by the way. I'm gonna blend this out. Like, every time I do my concealer and foundation and it's looking all nice and pretty and smooth, my nose itches. It never fails. I swear this concealer and foundation are a match made in heaven. It just blends so nicely for me. I know everyone's skin is different, so probably won't work for everyone, especially if you have oily skin, but I don't know, this foundation is matte and it's very full coverage, so if you have oily skin, maybe, I don't know. Next, I'm just going to set my under eyes, as always, with my Airspun powder that I get at Dollar General because they don't sell it at my Walmart. So stupid. My Walmart literally has one aisle of makeup. If they could just like have two. They don't even have Milani. So So I'm taking my Hoola bronzer in light. As always, literally, I have not found a bronzer that is this good for my skin tone. I'm going to use my Morphe palette today for my contour. And I'm just going to mix a little bit of donut and a little bit of debutante. Literally just a dab of debutante, because otherwise it gets too orange for me. And I hate when my face looks really orange, because I have such a yellow undertone too, so it gets orange real quick. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do my under eyes real quick. I am going to take Sapphire first and just put it in that outer corner, really combining the wing that we had earlier. Then I'm going to take Turquoise on a small dome brush and just kind of blend that out, taking it all the way up in that wing that we created. Okay, then I'm going to go in with a different shader brush, and I'm going to take Amethyst and just put that right against that sapphire color, right underneath where we have the purple on our lid. And then with another small dome brush, I'm going to take Alexandrite and just blend out that purple, bringing it down pretty far. Taking another definer brush that I have. I don't know why I have so many, but I have a lot. I'm going to take Ametrine and put that just right on that inner corner. Okay, I'm going to take Moonstone on a little tiny dome brush. Where'd it go? With my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and I am just going to spray my brush with that, and I'm going to do my inner corner highlight. I love this. I'm going to add a little bit of that diamond shade with my pinky and just tap that right on the inner corner, just to give us a little extra sparkle. Okay, not done with that palette yet, but I am going to go ahead and wipe away all of my bake here and take my contour brush as always and just kind of run it along that contour line. Next, I am going to take a Makeup Geek blush called Head Over Heels. It is a really pretty baby pink. I'm just going to pop that right on my cheeks. I think the baby pink of the blush really brings out the pink in the eyes. I'm just going to go ahead and spray my face with my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray and my Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. Next, I'm going to add in a white eyeliner to my lower lash line. This is just the Wet n Wild color icon. I think I've had this for a very long time. Yes, 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 yes. Digging it. Next, I'm going to go ahead and highlight my cheeks. I am going to go into my Morphe palette and use this shade here. I really like this shade, and it has like a purple undertone to it. It's called Stardust. I love it, especially when I do a fun look like this. I love using some fun highlights. I am going to apply some up here as well, since it is a festival-y look. Oh, like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's very purple, and I love it. And I am applying a generous amount. I really like highlighter. I'm not sorry. Especially because I'm going to go in with another product. I don't even care. My nose is itching so bad. Allergies are the worst. Next, I'm going to take my Duo Lash Glue in the brush on style, and I'm going to just pop that right out there. Yeah, right about there on both sides. If that doesn't just scream music festival, I don't know what does. I actually think I got them pretty even. For even a little more fun, I'm going to put a dot right on that sharp line that we created earlier. I think I'm going to put 2, and they are like a dark, almost like a pewtery color. How fun. Because why not? I'm gonna go over to my sister-in-law's house and she's just gonna be like, what the hell? Hopefully these are about even. Luckily, if you put it on while the eyelash glue is still a little tacky, you can just move it a little bit because it was a little off. Oh, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes. Okay, I'm going to take my L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara. This is one of my favorite drugstore mascaras ever. I'm just gonna pop that on. I'm gonna just put 2 coats of this on. Then I'm gonna use my L'Oreal Telescopic mascara. I love that it looks like a telescope. So cute. I'm just gonna use this to separate the lashes because this wand does a fantastic job at doing that. The most fun part of this whole look. I am going to take Opal on my finger of coats because no brush is going to apply it as well as your finger because it's a glitter. Okay. I'm just going to tap that. I absolutely love glitter. So when I saw this, I immediately took out this palette and put glitter on my face. I put it on my eyes, I put it on my cheekbone. Like, just, I love it. Okay. And then I'm actually going to take that same opal shade and tap it on the hair. Oh, damn it. And tap it just along. So cool. Okay. I'm also going to tap it or drag it along right here. And on this side, right along where the braid starts. I'm gonna run it through my hair. Beautiful, right? Then I'm gonna take Topaz, which is the other pressed glitter in the palette. Oh my god, just... Ugh. And I'm gonna put that directly on my braid just to add a little bit of fun. Like, how fun. I'm in love. So I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Geek Savvy Iconic lipstick. Looks like this. I ordered a purple mystery box a while back, and this was one of the things in there. Now you could totally leave it like this, but so I'm going to add a little bit of a gloss on top. I'm going to take my CoverGirl Lip Lava in Ooh La Lava. So cute. My friend actually bought this for me because she thought I'd like it, and I do. She came home and threw it at me one night, and I just figured it'd be perfect for this look. So this is one lip that you could do. The purple is very fun. Like, I would wear this to a festival with the purple lips. Super fun. So thank you, Asia. Shout out to you for buying me that lip gloss. I'm gonna go ahead and take off this lip and put a little bit of a more nude, neutral shade on my lips. Then I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills in Dusty Rose liquid lipstick. I absolutely love this liquid lipstick. It is so beautiful. In case you don't want to go super bold with your lips, just gonna give a second lip option. I mean, beautiful. If you wanted, you could tap some of that opal or topaz over your lips, and it would look gorgeous too. But I think I'm going to stop with the sparkle because I have a lot on. I love it. So this is the completed look here. I hope you guys enjoyed doing this fun look with me using my So Jaded palette. I had a blast creating this look, and go ahead and give it a like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified when I post. I do try and post once a week on Friday or Saturday, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah. Bye! That way. I got blue on my neck. I'm gonna use my Morphe palette. I lost my brush. Dun, 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 dun. So now for that was my stomach. But this guy